Welcome to Kenya School of Technology Studies. Today we are going to look at fundamentals of information communication technology. Topic, computer files, lesson 9. My name is Jackson. Welcome. By the end of this lesson, the student is supposed to have covered the file organization methods. Let us start with the first one, sequential file organization. In this organization, records are stored and accessed in a particular order, sorted using a key field. The key field is used to search for a particular record. Searching commences at the beginning of the file and proceeds to the tail of the file until the record is reached. It is mainly used with magnetic tapes. Advantages. The first advantage is that it is simple to understand the approach. Again, it is easy to organize and maintain. Let us now look at disadvantages. Entire file must be accessed even when the activity rate is very low. Data redundancy is also typically high. Let us now look at random or direct file organization. In this organization, records are stored randomly but accessed directly. Advantages. Records are quickly accessed. File update is also easily achieved. Again, they do not require the use of indexes. Disadvantages. Data may be accidentally erased or overwritten unless special precaution is taken. Expensive hardware and software resources are also required. Relative complexity of programming. System design around it is complex and costly. Now let us look at serial file organization. The records are laid out contiguously, one after the other, in no particular sequence. The records are stored one after the other in the same order they come into the file. Index sequential file organization. This method is similar to sequential method, only that an index is used to enable the computer to locate individual records on the storage media. It is mainly used with magnetic disks. Advantages. Records can be accessed sequentially or randomly. Records are not duplicated. Accessing of records can be fast if done randomly. Disadvantages. Storage medium is rather expensive. Accessing records sequentially is time-consuming. Processing records sequentially may introduce what we call redundancy. Now let us look at electronic data processing methods. The first one is online processing. In this processing, the results of data processing is available immediately. As the input transactions are available, they are processed to produce the required information. The user can interact with the system at any time of processing using input/output facilities. Areas where online processing can be applied, the first one is banking, stock exchange. Now let us look also at disadvantages. The advantages of online processing are: 1. Files are maintained up to date. Information is readily available for current decisions. File inquiries possible through the terminals, open the bracket, or workstation. Disadvantages. Systems are complex to develop, are costly in terms of hardware, software, and storage media, etc. Let us now look at time-sharing processing. In this mode, the central processor serves 2 or more users with different processing requirements or tasks. The central computer is available to a variety of users connected to the central computer via communication line who may wish to process their data and receive information. The processor time is divided out appropriately among the user tasks into time slices. Computer is switched from one job to another under influence of the operating system. The time slice is equal for all jobs and is assigned jobs waiting in a queue. In one turn, only time slices is allocated to the job. The jobs in the queue are assigned the time slice from the head of the queue towards the tail. Jobs that require more time slices are chained to the queue. New jobs into the queue are added to the tail of the queue. The whole process jobs output the results. The incomplete jobs are given back to the tail of the queue to await the next turn. Let us now look at advantages or disadvantages of sharing processing. Advantages: better services to the users, for the information stroke output are fast. File enquiries is possible since files are held online. User interaction is also possible through the terminals. Disadvantages: users have no control over the central computer, not reliable with regard to data security. Response time is slow where there are many tasks. Let us now look at real-time processing. In this mode, computer processes the incoming data as soon as it occurs, updates the transaction files, and gives an immediate response that would affect the events as they happen. Advantages: information is readily available, for instance, decision, provides immediate control of information, and lastly, it's fast and reliable. Disadvantages: requires complex and expensive operating system. They are not easy to develop, require front-end processors to relieve the certain processor. Let us now look at multi-programming processing. In this processing, more than one program are executed apparently at the same time by a single central processing unit. The operating system allocates each program a time slice and decides what order they will be executed. Advantages: it increases the productivity of the computer by reducing CPU idle time. Again, it reduces the incidence of peripheral bound operations. Disadvantages: requires more expensive CPUs, and operating system is complex and more difficult to operate. Distributed processing. This processing refers to dividing processing tasks to two or more computers that are located on physically separate sites but connected by data transmission media. Advantages: in case of data loss, only a small portion of the data is lost. The other one is that reduction of the load on the host computer, hence faster processing. Disadvantages: expensive. It is expensive due to extra communication costs, more sophisticated software required to maintain data integrity. Batch processing. This is processing mode where the transactions are accumulated over a period of time and then processed at a pre-specified time to produce a batch of output. Advantages: it is simple to develop. Timing reports is not a necessity. Disadvantages: late information is not suitable in situations where instant decisions are required. It is difficult to provide the desired priority scheduling. Another disadvantage is that the data to be processed, e.g. daily, weekly, or monthly, etc., then processed at once. Multiprocessing. This refers to the processing of more than one task at the same time on different processors of the same computer. In such systems, a computer may contain more than one independent central processing unit which work together in a coordinate way. At a given time, the processor may execute instructions from two or more different programs or from different parts of one program simultaneously. Let us now look at interactive processing. In this processing, there is continuous dialogue between the user and the computers. As the program executes, it keeps on prompting the user to provide input or respond to prompts displayed on the screen. Now let us look at factors to consider in selecting data processing mode. The first one, the need for direct information retrieval and or file interrogation, the control over the resources, the cost of acquiring the relevant hardware and software, the optimization of the processing time, and lastly, the time factor of the information for decision making by managers. There marks the end of lesson 9, topic computer files. Thank you.